Hi friends, how are you? This is the Chaldonut speaking. Welcome back to some more Death by Hole, my CTM map that I am working on. With any luck, you are watching this after having seen my previous video on the first area of the map. If you have not seen that first area, I would recommend you wait to watch my commentary on it until after you see this video, because that area, I go through the entire first area pretty much, and so what I'm doing here will probably not be very interesting. I feel like I'm getting some lag. Hang on, let me check my distance. It looks like it's 12, so it's probably just the fact that this area is loading in, and it is pretty big. Anyway, we're going to jump down. There's some banter with the player here about how they're going to die and get destroyed. Anyway, these are the basic rules. If you don't know how a CTM map works, essentially, you're not supposed to leave the map. You're supposed to complete the monument, play on easy or higher difficulty. Let me make sure I'm doing that. Yes, I am on normal. Don't craft walls for the monument, and don't craft or break ender chests. Have fun. I've had a couple of playtesters, including myself. And then, of course, the link to my channel, which, considering that you are here, you already know. Anyway, we're going to start off this playtest. This is sort of going to be a developer commentary because I had a lot of fun showing off the first area, and I'm hoping that I'll go through several of the areas, checking stuff out, getting a sense for how difficult the map is in its current state, and we'll see how we do. It's possible I'm going to get totally destroyed by my own map, in which case this is going to be pretty bad, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you are interested in this map and are concerned about spoilers, please don't be. I should have said that even earlier than now, which is 2 minutes into the video, because this is, an extremely early version of the map, so there are some things that are likely to change, especially as we go through and find stuff. Also, I mean, there are only 5 actual dungeons that are done, so this dev commentary is not going to extend very far. So those would be my general sentiments for you about the map. So don't worry about spoilers. Also, I mean, you have a chance to help me make the map better by giving me your feedback and ideas, so please do that. Anyway, we have some gear. If you didn't see, the Looter's Cap, Protection 4, Looter's Pickaxe, Efficiency 5, and Looter's Cane, Knockback 2. This is essentially me giving the player some quick gear so that they don't have to run around breaking stuff for too long to get some decent supplies. Of course, you know, you do have to break the signboard and dig up a little bit of stone if you're playing carefully, but still, it's not too long before you're jumping into a dungeon, because, I don't know if you've seen yet, guys, the area starts right beyond this cliff. Something I forgot to do. There's a set spawn button right here, and command block output is on. I think I'm okay with that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't really use any command blocks in the rest of the map, so that's fine. There was a time when I did, but I have changed the area that had command blocks, which we will see later, and I'll maybe talk a little bit more about it when we get there, which may not even happen this episode, but we'll see. I am taking the map from the very beginning, because I feel like it'll be a more accurate depiction of how much gear I would have. Because it's hard for me to know, I feel, how much gear the player would have, and considering, you know, they might have died, or maybe they didn't find something. Now, obviously, that's not really a concern for me, because I obviously made the map, but still, it gives a better representation for me of what the player has obtained. Also because of drop rates and things like that, that I can't exactly predict just off the top of my head. So this is going to be useful for me. Hopefully it'll be enjoyable for you. And I figured I'm spending time on this. I might as well share it with you. Now, one other thing, guys. Just an update on Tekkit Classic, which this is going to be replacing this week. If you are a regular viewer of that series, things are coming along with the Mass Fabricator and the UU. I've produced enough iridium for 2 iridium plates, which is enough for 1 piece of quantum armor. But I'd like to get the whole set done in 1 episode, and therefore it's going to be a little while longer. Hopefully not too long, but we'll see. I can't really predict how difficult it's going to be for me to get the rest of it done. Anyway, we're going to move into the area. Alright, so we're seeing some mobs. There's a spawner right off the bat here, which we're going to break. Oh gosh, the lag. I think some areas were loading in right there, which is a concern. I feel like perhaps something I should have done in this map that I didn't really do is spread the areas out a bit and use teleporters to transport the player. This is the Gladiator's helmet, which has protection too. It's just some backup gear, really. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I didn't really want to use too many teleporters because personally I feel like it sort of takes away from the sense that you're traveling through a map. It feels a lot more like, to me, you're just kind of going through and clearing a series of dungeons, not exploring a whole world. And I don't really like that. Ah! Oh gosh. Note about CTMs, if you don't really know. They are very spawner heavy, and I would not recommend turning your back on an open room in them, because mobs, as you just saw, will almost always sneak up on you. This is some leather and wood gear. This is a standard pattern. You get some gear in the map with swords and armor. Gonna eat some chicken now. So we're already getting fairly well geared up early in the map, which is very good. And of course, I didn't really want to spend too much time on exposition for the map. Exposition, I don't really mean story in this case. I just mean, you know, building up, getting the player some basic gear. So there's a lot of coal early, so you don't have to worry too much about getting torches, and stuff like that. I'm gonna not mind too much of this stuff right now because I don't want to waste our time here. I want to get to some of the exciting stuff. So let's move on. That's enough coal. We're gonna go back and get some of our wood and turn it into torches. Now, what I do like about the area as is, and I should probably be picking up these chests. I'm sure I'm gonna want them later. What's good about this area, what I like about it, is we do have this little safe haven right off the bat. We have a home base pretty much built in to the map. And I'm pretty sure no mobs can actually get to you up here, aside from, I think, as you saw, some skeletons can shoot us, but I'm pretty sure that's the extent of it. Which is nice. I think that's a good element for the map. To have a little safe area. Anyway, we're going to dump off what I suppose is our backup set of gear, along with this chest. We're going to take our coal, and we're going to take a couple pieces of wood, but we're going to leave the rest here because we may die. And we're going to leave half of our food, I think. Again, it's always important to have backup sets in CTM maps, because there are a lot of mobs, and it's not too difficult to die. If you're not being careful. Now, for me, I obviously know where the spawners are to a large extent, and where the enemies are going to be. So this isn't a completely accurate playtest, but obviously, I am not the most skilled Minecraft player, as if you watch my channel with any regularity, you know already. So I'm not certain I am going to be able to handle the map anyway. Alright, we have some mobs, we're going to rush in. That is kind of the strategy for the early map. You rush in, and you break spawners. Now I'm going to try to play this sort of like a normal CTM player would. I don't know exactly what that would be, because, as I've said, I do have some biased perspective here. But we're just going to have some fun. Alright, anyway. Up here, we have a lapis cage. And so we're going to start pillaring up, because lapis in CTM maps, if you do not know, is pretty much a universal signal for good loot. Oh, heard a skelly. Okay, nobody near. Alright, so, Maelstrom Sharpness 2 and Hailstorm Power 2. Again, very generic names, but oh well. So we're going to make that our primary weapon right now, but we want the sword on our hotbar so we can block. We have a lot of weapons right now, that much is clear. Oh well. Now we're going to pick up this lapis too, because we need to be able to enchant, and lapis is a very important, and lapis chests are a very easy way to get that lapis. I don't think at the moment there's actually any other lapis in the map besides lapis chests, of which there are 2, I want to say. Anyway, I'm spoiling too much, I suppose. That's not something you really need to know. Anyway, let's head back down. We've pretty much cleared this section, not the whole area, but this section. And I think this lapis might not have been as well guarded as it should have been. There is supposed to be another spawner in here that's spawning mobs on you, but it looks like it may not have been placed very well to do its job. However, if that spawner does not make this area very difficult, what it is going to do for us is it's going to make the area right up ahead a little more challenging, because skellies should be popping up back here and making our lives difficult. We do not have arrows. Dang it, I must have dropped them off. We had a couple before. Yeah. Now, skellies in water, especially with whatever it was, 1.6 or whatever, that upped their fire rate, makes this a very annoying circumstance, and I'm well aware of that as a CTM map maker. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. We need some ground. Yeah, now unfortunately there's a spawner right on top of us that is making our lives very difficult at the moment. So we're gonna retreat as a standard CTM player does in these types of situations, and check out this light coming from here. So we see a chest, we run up, we check it out. Gladiator's Blade. So we see that. There are some arrows, which is great. And then we're going to keep moving forward. What should happen if you don't run in so quickly, you see under here there is actually a spawner. This, if I take away the light, is actually quite dangerous. Yeah. These are hostile chests. They're a recurring mob in the map. They do a lot of damage, and the spawners used to spawn them a lot quicker than they do now. Now they don't spawn so frequently. I mean, they are spawning semi-regularly, but it's not nearly what it used to be. So they're not as much of a threat. You can usually place down a torch and disable the spawner, even if you don't notice it, pretty quickly. We're going to keep the spawner, though, because it is a good way to get some basic leather gear. We're going to light it up, however, because we don't need it right now. We have plenty of gear. Now, this is the intersection. We have not found the wool for this area yet, but we made it. Good work. Not that that was at all special. Anyway, things are about to get real. Prepare yourself. So, we have 3 new areas to go to. We have Rushing Rivers, Mayan Cenote, and Reflection. And these I consider to be a lot more difficult than our starter area. However, we do have some fun being poked at the player here. You think you're so smart, right? We'll give them a stick. The reason why this is here is because a standard thing in CTM maps is to put something underneath the intersection itself. And another standard thing is to give the player sticks to annoy them after they've usually done something difficult or think they've accomplished something. So we're poking fun at them there. Anyway, now that we have some arrows for our bow, we're going to head out and try to tackle this back area again. And try to get the white wool, which is indeed back here. No. Ow. That was actually kind of helpful. Alright, so we're going to keep moving. We're going to start lighting things up a little bit. We do not have quite enough torches, I think, to tackle the area, though. So we're going to make a few more. Right now, with our coal, boom. 30 torches. Sweet. So the player is going to advance in this area. We're going to see some light back there, which is highly suspicious and draws our attention. And we can see some bricks. So that means Fleecy Box, usually, and it does in this case, as we can see. There is this creeper right here that we're being knocked into. We need to knock him away. Oh my gosh. That was really close. Alright, so we're going to run around, light things up, and take stock of our situation. After that initial close encounter and near-death experience. It's a good opportunity to test our bow. It's fairly effective. Whew. Okay. The Gladiator's blade is actually better than Maelstrom, so we're going to put it on the hotbar as well. We're going to replace the stone sword. We don't really need it. We'll put it as a backup weapon. The cane. There we go. That's pretty good. I have to say, this is a pretty irregular setup for my hotbar, but there's a lot of stuff that's on it right now. Knockback and then 2 primary weapons. And of course we need 2 pickaxes, because one is a spawner breaker. Anyway, we can see that there are already some skellies spawning on us. What we can do, since there is a handy-dandy ledge, is just knock them into the pit. Now we can see also there are hostile chests in the area. Quite a few. We're going to disable that spawner. We got a carrot, which is fantastic. We're going to get rid of these guys and light up this area. And check out this. Very much needed nourishment. This is a theme in our... in my map. I use much needed nourishment, very much needed nourishment, and very, very much needed nourishment, I think, right now, as the code names for food in any way, shape, or form. And that sometimes includes spawn eggs. So there's a lot of food. Anyway, we're going to try to assault this center area, but there are a lot of mobs that we're going to have to deal with. So it's going to be a challenge, and I think I saw... Yeah, spawner. Boom. Taken down. We're going to eat this cooked chicken. We're gonna put some steak on the hotbar, and we're gonna assault this thing. Oftentimes, the best approach in a CTM map is to quickly run through, sprinting, and light up the area. We're gonna try that here as an approach. It's not going so well. Get inside, get inside, get inside! Ah! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, 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 no! I got the wall, I got the wall. Okay. We have at least one wall here with us. We're going to block this up so they can't get in. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright. I have a little more respect for my own map now. I had a lot less just a few moments ago when we were sort of steamrolling the first area. Overall, I'd say it's not too difficult, but There was certainly a lot of excitement. I'll give it that. Good job, me. There was a spawner right here. We're going to break it. Actually, no, I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. It's a creeper spawner, right? Yeah. I think we want to save that. Okay, we're done. We're done here. We're not coming back. Okay, that's a lie. There's actually one thing we've missed. There is a chest up here, which I think a lot of players aren't going to see. But oh well. That's... something that happens. I mean, you don't always see all the chests. But there is a chest up here. It's the Gladiator's leggings. Protection 2. Pretty good. So now we're essentially fully geared up and ready to take on the various areas of the map. We're perhaps, however, a little under-geared for the next couple ones that I have in store for the player. I keep saying the player. It's for me, too. I'm testing this map. Anyway, we're out of torches. We're going to have to go make some more. But we're going to get out of here, because we got the wool. We took all 3 pieces. If this guy starts shooting me, we're going to take him down. Also, as you can see, there's a lot more coal in this area than one needs early on in a CTM map. However, it's very helpful because there are a lot of big areas in the map, and so... eventually, you're probably going to need all of this stuff. So we're going to grab a few more pieces ourselves, and then we're going to go take a peek at all of the intersection 1 areas. Just to give you a little hint at what we're going to be doing in future DevCom episodes. And we might even go all the way to 30 minutes doing that. We'll see. Although some of them we can't go too far into before being turned back by various things. Alright, so let's pick up all of this. 21 coal, let's get a little more. Let's go for half a stack. So, Rushing River, Mayan Cenote, and Reflection. The thing about Intersection 1 that's really interesting is Mayan Cenote involves a lot of water, and if you know what a cenote is, that makes sense because it's essentially this giant underground pool of water. So you can't really explore it until you get Depth Strider and Respiration, which, however, I decided to be nice and gave to the player. But I don't give it to you when you enter the area. You have to actually explore the other 2 areas of the map to get those enchantments. There are a couple items that have them, so you have to check out the other parts of the map. Anyway, can we grab all of our stuff? It looks like we can. Let's pick up the chests too, and the crafting table, and the furnace. Okay, so we're heading out of here, and moving on out. So, let's check it out. We're gonna go look at the different areas. We might even just run straight into one and start exploring it, but they are pretty lengthy areas, and as I've just said, we only have 2 to choose from. So we'll see how it goes. I have to say, I'm not too happy with Reflection, because as you're going to see, it's a little gimmicky. I am pretty pleased with the other 2 in this intersection, though. And I'm very happy with what you will see here is called Stalag Cavern, the first area of the map. Alright, it's time to set up shop. We're going to build our little house. Because we need a base of operations. So we're going to put it in the hallway, I think. We're going to set up a couple of chests right here to dump off our stuff. We're going to create our backup chest of gear right there. So that's our backup set of gear. We're going to create a little stockpile of extra food. We're going to keep this on us. That can go in. Put like 8 coal in here. Sure. And then we'll place down our furnace and crafting table, because we're going to need a home base. This is going to get much more difficult very shortly, so we got to be prepared. The chests we can just dump away, and we don't really need any of this other stuff right now, to be honest with you. So we're going to dump all that, especially the wool, and there we go. Now it's time for us to make some more torches, because we are once again low, or I should say out. We are actually out of torches at this moment. So we're going to make a whole bunch more. Since we have more coal now, 48, pretty good. We'll keep 10 of that on us, actually. So, we've just completed an area. Actually, I should make another pick. I'm low on that pick. So there we go, and pickaxe. Boom. There we are. We're going to put it right there. And we're done. Pretty much setting up our home base for now. We're going to also block this off so we can feel perfectly safe in this section. Now, if we take a peek at the areas, you can see Reflection has a bonus challenge. Save this wool for last, then use upside down mode. I added this challenge in before I really thought about the implications. The scuba gear cannot be obtained unless you do this challenge. So I'm going to have to redo, well, it's not if you do this challenge, if you do this area. So I'm going to redo the scuba gear probably and move it somewhere else, but we're not going to do the challenge. It is insanely difficult from what I can tell. But anyway, the reason why you would play an upside down mode is because this is actually an upside down Minecraft world, or at least an approximation of one. So we have this cloud right here that we're going to check out and give ourselves some light with. It makes it a little harder to see the rest of the map, I think, and you may not be able to see really any of this, even the ceiling, except for that giant ball of fire down there that's supposed to be the sun. What I do like is that the sand is below the chests in this section of the map, which is pretty cool. But anyway, we've pretty much checked this area out. The point is, here, you get a third ingot, you can make a water bucket, and then bucket down towards the sun. Anyway, we've got a little preview area in here in the hall that you can use to get some wood and possibly a sapling. Also dirt. You get access to dirt now. Now, I also make the assumption that after this area, the player has wooden saplings. And the reason I do that is because I'm not sure how well you were able to see, but there were actually a lot of trees in there. A lot of trees with lots of leaves. So it's pretty much a certainty that there's going to be, that the player's going to have some saplings and trees growing in their world. However, we're not actually going to deal with that area yet. We can't deal with Mayan Cenote, but I'll show you it. Cenote is, I think, a word that can be spelled two different ways. I think there's a Y in some spellings, but anyway, that's just a little thing that bounces around my head occasionally. But as you can see, massive underground lake, once the lifeblood of a Mayan city. You can find some scuba gears. I just pluralized gears, that's weird. You may be able to access the city. So if we come down here, you can see the pool of water in all its glory, and you can barely even really tell what the area looks like if you step into the water. But if you're just outside it, you can kind of get an idea for what the place looks like. And you can see up there, again, forgive me, YouTube isn't very good for showing these sorts of things, but there's an exit up at the top, which you can also probably see. Well, what you probably can't see, but what I can sort of see, is there's a spawner right where my crosshairs are, and that's a guardian spawner. So it's very important you have depth strider, some blocks, and maybe even some torches, because that is very difficult to handle otherwise. Alright, well, let's move on. We are going to check out Rushing Rivers briefly. It starts off with 3 different entryways, a blaze spawner right off the bat, the zombies, more spawners over there. So none of these 3 options are very appealing, but the player is almost certainly going to choose the water, since they are fairly safe around it. But what you're going to find is, the rivers sort of intersect with each other, and you can see our first custom mob, the super spider, is falling on our heads quite a bit, and we already need to retreat. So the difficulty definitely steps up for this one. Yeah, but that was something I really wanted when I created this area. I wanted the rivers to bend and twist and intersect, and that's what happens. You can also see there are a lot of spiders already, and we have not been in there very long. Gosh, I wish this sword had knockback. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. One thing that is good about having spiders, though, in this first area is they're going to allow me to make... Oh, no, 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 no. Die, 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 die! No, 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 no. Ah! Oh, gosh. Alright, well, the spawn point works. We're gonna go run back and get our stuff. And then that's probably gonna be all we have time for. As you can see, 1 death already. The areas get considerably more difficult. I think Rushing Rivers may be too difficult. I think it honestly has more spawners than any of the areas I've made prior and afterwards. However, gosh, this barriers is going to be annoying. However, it does not have custom mobs other than the super spider, if I'm remembering correctly. So I think it is a little outmatched by some of the other stuff. Go away, 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 put on armor, get a sword, kill it, kill the spider. No, 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 not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. I don't want to die a second time immediately. Dying is very bad in CTM maps, if you didn't notice, because then you have a lot of problems. Again, the super spider is a little bit overpowered, but it's a super spider, so there you go. No, 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 I can't really deal with the skeleton right now. Go, go, go. The spider is tracking us. We're gonna lock it out. I made it. Okay. Boom. We did it. Alright. We survived. I showed you why that area is considerably difficult. I don't think we actually got the last of the items over here, though, so let's do that. It looks like maybe a couple of our items did drop off the edge, unfortunately. But not much. I think we got the bulk of the items. We might have lost the looter's cap. It might have broken. Either way, we do have a backup helmet here. Our armor's about to break, unfortunately, though. And, ooh, we lost Hailstorm. That is not good. So we did lose some significant items in that little excursion. What we can do, though, is make another bow, and we're going to do that before we end the episode. Because taking on this next area without a bow feels like a very, very bad idea to me, based on what I know about it. So that's a little hint for you about what the area is going to be like. And hopefully you've learned a little bit about the map and what I've been spending a lot of my time on lately, and have an appreciation for it and are excited about it. Anyway, guys, we might take one more peek at the area, but then we're going to end the episode because it's almost 30 minutes. It actually is over 30 minutes of time spent so far. Did we break the spawner? No, we didn't. Let's do that now. Oh, no, this is the super spider spawner. This is it. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Okay, good enough. Good enough for me. Alright, let's shoot them. Shoot them down a little bit. They don't... Oh, they have Thorns armor. I forgot about that. I think they're a little OP. Okay, I think something just broke. Yeah, my boots did. Alright, we're going to try to run in and take down this spawner. Broken! Yes! There are more of them, trust me. This is going to get difficult. But we're going to advance slightly. Decent gear. We found decent gear. I believe this is iron armor. We need it desperately. Trust me. Yo, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, no! Not another time. Alright, we're going back in one more time, guys. You can see that death significantly increases the difficulty in CTM maps. Especially in this one, because I don't think I give that much gear so far. No, it's not this one, not this one, not this one! I just died in 2 hits, dang it. Oh, man. 3 deaths in the second area. That is not good. I guess it's not really the second area, it's probably the third in terms of difficulty at intersection 1. I would not recommend taking on all of Rushing Rivers right away from my experiences with it so far. So if you have any takeaway, it would be that if you play test this map, or, you know, just play it, I should say, I would not recommend taking it on first. Rushing Rivers, that is. It's a little difficult. However, the gear that you can find here is very much worth it, so I would recommend, you know, getting to this area and trying to get some of the gear fairly early, but not expecting to clear it right away. Let's see, I think we have most of our stuff back. I don't think we have all of it, though, so we're going to go try to explore some more. We now have actual gear, in case you haven't noticed, so that's a very big positive. I don't think we're going to die now. But, as you can see, there are some blazes down there, and some spawners we need to break. So we're going to do that. This is a very condensed area, and it's very dangerous, so we're going to get out of here now. I think we just found the second decent gear spawner. Not spawner, chest. There are blazes, though, so we're going to stand back. And shoot some stuff, probably. Yep. This is an extremely difficult region of the map, as far as I can know. Oh, this is a flying kit. Flying kits give you 3 ender pearls and 2 splash potions of jump boost 2 for 1 minute 7 seconds. So far, they are a little bit challenging. I don't think they're that useful, aside from areas like Reflection, where I presume they would be extremely helpful. Alright, we got a blaze killed. Now you can see this is an area where the lava and water are supposed to intersect. The water, however, and ice are dominating heavily in the area right now. Anyway, we need to get out of here, because Rushing Rivers is out of our league, by all means. Scuba Gear 2 of 2, though. We found this. Okay, so this is what this is. Flippers, Depth Strider 2. We're getting out of here now, guys. Let's go. Peace! Whew! That took effort, man. Oh my goodness. Let's get out. Let's get out now. I'm good. I've had enough of that for a day. Okay. We're gonna block this thing off if we can. Okay. Block. Block. I don't think it can come through now. Sweet. We blocked that off. Yeah, I think I'm done with this area. I'm wasting my looter's pick. Oops. Oh well. We're gonna block off the whole area for a little while until we're ready to actually take it on. Which is not now, if you haven't noticed. I'm a little underprepared, but what that area has done for us is given us a full suit of iron armor, which is pretty huge right now. Alright, so these areas are pretty much blocked off. You can see my little preview of the area for you in the hallway. Stained glass intersecting with itself. Alright, we're going to block this off in the back here. We're going to dump some stuff. Actually, I'll just do that off camera. I'll dump a few things, and we'll continue the DevCom next week. We've explored about 1.5 areas. We've probably gotten through about half of Rushing Rivers. Maybe a third, really. But, oh well. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did, and also comment with feedback and thoughts about the map so far. I hope you have enjoyed. I think I already said that. This has been the Chaldonut speaking. Goodbye, friends, and I will see you all next time with some more Death by Hole DevCom.